Hey everybody, Steven here, playing Subnautica Below Zero, and today just checking out the latest updates to the game, starting with the kind of bay area that you start the game at. So your drop pod crashes down, and then once you actually navigate your way through that, which there's just two paths, but once you actually come out to this open area, this has been changed. So these two little, they look like ramps that just come down here, and then this style of ice here is new. Then we're seeing more grass and things like that. So just to change up, a little bit of polish. I'm curious about the decision to do that, and I'm also thinking, because it seems like we only have the one part right here, we're going to see this wrap around, so you'll have ice along the front here instead of the more open texture that they have. The other thing is right here. This big structure, and somebody pointed out on my Discord that they have this so it's a particular type of structure that they have, and it looks like it may be one thing that they actually use multiple times. So curious to see if they actually do that or not. It's an interesting looking thing. It kind of looks phallic for you youngsters. You'll have to look up what that means. It looks like that, but it also looks like the tentacle of like an octopus or something like that, with I don't know, spikes on the bottom of it. So yeah, just an interesting structure. Trying to think, it almost looks like the spike traps in the game, when they shoot out the little arms and the spikes come out of it, it kind of looks like that. Just at the end there, not here, not the big part. I almost want to put little eyes on it, turn it into a creature with just huge teeth or something. So we have that. Next, they have improved the draw distance. So you'll see that certain structures are staying in view. Now keep in mind too, with this, I have the weather turned off, so you'll see the outline of it now, right? They've also tweaked the weather events, so it's supposed to be calm weather a little bit longer, versus just constantly clicking into a storm. Next, it's not finished, but the beginning stages of putting the ice texture on the outside here. So you have your underlying texture, and then the official one on top of that. So they're starting it finally over here, and if I remember correctly, I think they just say that this is it shelf ice sheet biome. Part of this too is that the inside of this is finally complete with this texture. If it'll finish loading in here. And if you're wondering why it struggles, it's because I'm zooming across the map really quick, right? So yeah, looking better. Wondering if we'll see that blended better, or if that's how it's supposed to look, with how it blends into the bottom here. Not sure. To me, it looks a little off, but you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. And this is where you'll find one of the emergency supply caches here. This area's been in game for a long time. But yeah, the draw distance, like I said, has been improved. Next, we're going to zoom over to Delta Island here. We'll go to Delta Base. And the map has been improved. It's subtle, but the icons here are supposed to be more reflective of actually where everything is at. So minor tweak with that. So we have that, and for the most part, I mean that's it. Tons of bug fixes is really what I'm seeing, and I mentioned this in the last video. That usually means we're gonna see an EA release here pretty soon. Certain tweaks to other environmental things, like I mentioned with the weather. I did see one where it's not supposed to storm around the greenhouse. I don't know how that's supposed to work. I'd have to double check that. It was something that I read that was to that effect, and it kind of threw me off. Let's bring the weather back on there. And that may mean it's just, is it going to storm or have particular weather events happen here? So, another thing too, and I mentioned it with the last video, they are starting the translations. I'm going to have a link, and I think you're just supposed to email the person in charge of this. But can I not walk off this now? Oh, so it's blocking me. If you guys know other languages and you want to help with this, I definitely encourage you to, because they're asking the community for help, and a couple people on my Discord are actually helping with the translations right now, which is pretty awesome. Look at that view. I'm hoping they add the other mountain top back. Kind of seems lonely out there. So one last thing, I almost actually forgot to cover the updated picture of Sam at work, which you can see here. So I actually had to record this again, and then it'll blend into the end of the video. But this is the latest one here. This is the new character design. So they updated her hair, and they have her with the spy pangolin. Interesting, because I'm wondering if they'll even tweak this. Probably not, but this doesn't look like a 3D model to me, right? So it looks like a 3D modeled background, and then this looks like art trying to match that. But I don't know if that's going to matter necessarily. I mean, I like the look of the character with this. I mean, it's a huge difference compared to the original design for sure. But let me know what you guys think with this updated picture here. And I do like that they actually have it so the spy pangolin is taking the photo, so it has like the border and all of that with it, which is what you actually get when you use the spy pangolin to take selfies. But that's going to wrap this video up. Oh, you can see the glow wheel right there. Certain sound effects, her rubbing her hands and things like that, have been added. I think that's been in for a couple weeks now. More PDA lines have been added, but those things are just harder to track down and just record that little snippet and then showcase to everybody. But I'm hoping for EA release maybe next week, maybe the week after. It'd be a surprise if it hit this week, and maybe there's a potential chance for that, but maybe on a Friday. But I think it'll be late next week, maybe the week after, so we will see with that. And with that is the new voice over work, so I'm extremely excited to actually check that out and see, just not necessarily see, but really hear Alan's voice again and Margaret's voice, and then hear how those play off of each other with Robin in this new story. But that's actually going to be it for this video, everybody. And I do encourage everybody to check out my Discord, the group that I have on there, and shout out to them. Everybody's been super kind and nice to each other. It hasn't been one of those things where you get on there and it's just people talking trash or anything like that. Everybody's been super supportive, and everybody's sharing information. So even some of my information I get off the Discord because somebody's been like, hey man, have you seen this? And I love the fact that I have a community around what I do here on the channel to help me with that, and to showcase, it just helps me showcase things that maybe I missed, right? But that's going to be it for this video. Like I said, check out the Discord. It'll be in the description for you guys. If you guys like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.